At 76, Gene Simmons, the larger-than-life rock star known for his fiery persona in Kiss, is facing the harsh reality of aging. And the tragedy of it is more profound than anyone could imagine. Despite a life filled with fame, fortune, and the adoration of millions, the challenges of health, safety, and personal struggles are now unavoidable. For decades, Simmons has been the face of one of the most successful rock bands in history. Known for his daring performances, flamboyant persona, and undying energy. He was the demon on stage, a symbol of strength, confidence, and invincibility. His onstage persona captivated audiences around the world, commanding attention with his towering height, dramatic makeup, and his notorious fire-breathing stunts that made him a living legend in rock music. Offstage, he became a successful businessman, building a brand that extended far beyond music into merchandise, television appearances, and other ventures. Yet, behind all the glamour and spectacle, Simmons is now grappling with the very human condition that all of us must eventually face: aging. Now, as time catches up with him, the once untouchable rock icon is confronting the inevitable changes that come with aging. Behind the iconic makeup and rock star lifestyle, Simmons is just like anyone else, navigating the tough road of growing older, dealing with health issues, adjusting to new medication, and most notably, facing the frailties that come with age. Aging, often viewed as a taboo subject in the world of celebrity and fame, is now something Simmons cannot escape. Despite the carefully cultivated public image of invincibility and agelessness that many performers try to maintain, the truth is that aging is an equalizer that doesn't discriminate based on fame or fortune. Even the legendary Demon has found himself grappling with the reality that his body, like all of ours, is subject to time's wear and tear. For decades, Gene Simmons represented a force of nature, a rock god whose energy seemed endless, his presence overpowering. He seemed to transcend the normal human experience, embodying a figure who is impervious to the passage of time. But now, the truth is undeniable. Time catches up with everyone, no matter how invincible they may appear. Whether it's adjusting to the effects of aging or dealing with the less glamorous side of stardom, the aging process doesn't show mercy. Simmons, despite his history of being on top of the world, must now reckon with his own mortality, something that many rock stars, who often view themselves as gods on stage, struggle to accept. And this is where the tragedy lies, in watching someone so full of life, so unstoppable for so long, finally confront the limits of their own existence. This stark contrast between his public image and the private battles he faces serves as a powerful reminder that success, fame, and fortune don't shield us from life's inevitable realities. The recent incident where Simmons was involved in a car crash, though minor, highlighted just how fragile even the most powerful figures are as they age. It wasn't just a simple fender bender. It was a wake-up call that even icons like him are vulnerable to the risks of aging, health issues, and daily struggles that most of us face. The crash, though not serious, brought to light just how sensitive the aging body can be, and how even the strongest among us can be knocked off balance by something as simple as a change in medication or a slip in concentration. He had been adjusting his medication regimen, and reports suggested that his health had been a bit more fragile of late. In a world that demands perfection from its stars, this moment of vulnerability showed the public the human side of a figure who had long been admired as invincible. But beyond just the crash, there are other more subtle signs that reveal the toll that age takes on Simmons. Over the years, we've seen his performance style evolve, shifting away from the high-octane pyrotechnic-filled shows of the past to more manageable performances that don't require the same level of energy or stamina. This isn't just about the slowing of his physical abilities, it's about the mental and emotional shift that comes with recognizing that you can no longer do the things you once did so effortlessly. It's about coming to terms with the realization that no matter how hard you try to maintain the energy and drive that made you famous, there will always be limits to how much you can push yourself. This is a hard truth, especially for someone like Simmons, whose entire identity was built on being larger than life. This incident, however, also reminded us of the passage of time. For decades, Simmons has embodied an image of invulnerability, on and off stage, and yet the moment we're faced with the reality of aging, even the greatest rock stars are not immune. The public's adoration of stars like Simmons is built on their ability to transcend normal human limitations, to perform and live in ways that seem beyond the reach of the average person. Yet the fact that he, like so many others, now faces limitations in health, energy, and stamina is a stark reminder that we all must confront the reality of our own mortality. As we get older, things change. Our bodies don't perform as they once did, our mental sharpness sometimes wanes, our physical appearance shows signs of wear, and yet we continue to fight the passage of time, sometimes with grace, sometimes with defiance, but always with the knowledge that we can never truly escape it. Simmons' story is not just about one individual coming to terms with the inevitability of aging. It is a larger reflection of society's tendency to idolize and elevate public figures to godlike status, only to ignore their human frailties. For many of us, Simmons represented a kind of eternal youth, a man who had defied the odds, never slowed down, and kept pushing boundaries in both his career and personal life. But as he grows older, the public is forced to see him more than just the character he's created. The demon is not just a performer, but a human being, with all the complexities, vulnerabilities, and challenges that come with growing older. The tragedy of Simmons is not in his failures, but in the way the world continues to hold him and others like him to unrealistic standards. We expect our idols to remain the same, to be immortal in their energy, creativity, and vigor. But the truth is that no one is beyond the effects of time. We are all bound by the same rules. And the struggle to accept this reality can be both heartbreaking and enlightening.